The new Advanced Graphene Ceramic Coating Advanced version. What is so advanced about it? Well, you guys are going to find out in this video and a lot more, of course. So welcome to another episode of Pan the Organizer. So today I'm talking about the Advanced Graphene Ceramic Coating, but the advanced version. This is their newest and highest end coating in their lineup. You're going to see it, of course, tested on a demo vehicle. My girlfriend just bought a brand new 2021 Nissan Rogue SUV, and it looks stunning in that gray color. So you're going to see that on a test vehicle. We specifically asked the dealership that they not apply any protection on the paint because I wanted to take care of it and start with a good coating. So what we're going to do is apply this. This is said to be a protection that can last upwards of 9 years. Of course, durability claims, we're going to test that in real world conditions. So we're going to see how that does, but they have a lot of good stuff about the graphene line. So we're going to dig into it. And before we go ahead and do so, I want to remind you, so quick disclaimer, this is not a sponsored video. Nobody paid for this video. I ordered these products myself. And by the way, I'm going to drop the links to all of these products in the description under the video for you guys to check them out. So all you have to do is sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. So what are you going to get in this video? Well, first of all, we're going to talk about the new advanced formula of the graphene ceramic coating, what you're getting out of it, what's the difference compared to the regular Advanced Graphene Ceramic Coating. So what are the differences? Also in their lineup, they have the Graphene Ceramic Spray Coating. So again, what is the differences between the entry-level, mid-tier, and top-tier coating? Why do I have this UV flashlight as well? We're going to dig into that. And yeah, it is by Adams Polishes. So why is it here? We're going to talk about all of that. You're going to see the application. I'm going to talk about, give you tips and tricks also on how to apply this so you get the perfect experience. And then we're going to talk about maintenance because their entire graphene lineup of products has been killing it. So we have the graphene shampoo. We have the graphene detail spray, so a quick detail spray. And last but not least, we have the graphene tire dressing, which was featured in a recent video of my favorite new tire dressings, and this one won that battle. If you haven't checked that video out, it's supposed to have a lot of gloss, a lot of slickness, great chemical resistance, the water beading and water sheeting, so the hydrophobic properties are supposed to be very good. You get that UV protection. Basically, they put all their knowledge into this. I know you guys are dying to see this. Let's dig right into the demonstration. All right, guys, we're ready to start applying the Advanced Graphene Ceramic Coating. This is the advanced formula. Make sure to always shake your ceramic coating bottles well to distribute it, especially these graphene infused ones. They can have this deposit in the bottom. So to get an even distribution, make sure you shake it. We have our microsuede or little microfiber applicator. It also comes in the kit if you decide to purchase the kit. And we have the UV light for the UV tracing technology. So we'll see how that works. Hopefully it translates on camera. We did the entire prep of the vehicle already. So it was washed, it was fully decontaminated. So iron remover, clay bar. We then went ahead and did a machine polishing. So a light polish that was necessary to bring back the gloss, the clarity, remove any dealer installed scratches or swirls from the dealership, especially the B-pillars. Those were swirled like crazy. Add a bit of pop and gloss, of course, and clarity to the finish. And then we did an IPA wipe down with a paint prep spray to get this paint as squeaky clean as possible. So it's super grabby now, and that's what you want. There's no indication that there's any protection left on the surface if the dealership had applied any. So we're going to take the ceramic coating bottle, remove the lid. You're going to prime your pad. So initially, to prime it, you're going to apply a little more than usual. And then after that, it's a matter of just applying a few drops. And then we're going to do cross hash patterns, work in small sections. So up and down and left to right. I'm in a controlled environment right now. So I'm at 68 degrees Fahrenheit or 20 degrees Celsius and 40 to 45% humidity. So this product is going to flash. So when you're applying it, it applies on clear. And then when it's time to level, some people say buff off, but again, I remind you, that's actually leveling the coating with your microfiber towels to make sure you get an even distribution and to make sure you don't have any high spots. So we're going to apply a little more on the pad here. So you're going to get a visual indicator that it's time to level the coating because it's going to flash and turn into a rainbow effect. So that rainbowing is that visual indicator that it's time to level the coating. So now we did the up and down. We're going to do the left to right. So if you're working in colder temperatures, it's going to take a little longer to rainbow. And if you're working in hotter climates, it's going to take a lot less time to rainbow. So I always recommend working near 68 degrees Fahrenheit or 20 degrees Celsius, but I wouldn't recommend applying any coating below 50 degrees Fahrenheit or 10 degrees Celsius because it gets a bit complicated. So we're definitely seeing the rainbow effect. So hopefully you can see that on camera. I think so, it's pretty clear. So you see that it has this rainbow coloring. So that tells us that the coating is ready to level using the microfiber towels. So guys, look at this UV tracing technology. So on this left side, you can see that blue hue that is popping more compared to here where there's nothing. So you can see where I applied the coating. Look at that. Can you guys see that on camera? That is a very, very neat trick. So you can tell, look on the left. So you see that blue hue and you can see that line there in the middle. And on the right, that's where we didn't apply any coating. So this allows you to verify visually if you got even coverage. And that's the case here. So there's no spots that I forgot. So be diligent. If you take your time and do things right, you should get this proper coverage. But man, what a neat idea. So now we know it's time to level the coating. So we're going to take our first clean and dry microfiber towel. So if you did all the prep on the paint, that's what's the longest, right? So all the washing, the decontamination, the machine polishing, the IPA paint prep spray, all that kind of stuff, that's the longest part. Actually coating your car, if you do the entire thing, like this SUV, I'm guesstimating roughly an hour to do everything and I should be done. Only one coat is recommended, but they say on the website that you can layer up to 3 coats if you want added gloss, but I don't think it's going to affect anything as far as durability or longevity is concerned. So we took our first clean and dry towel to level the coating, make sure we don't have any high spots. Then you take a second clean and dry microfiber towel, and now you're buffing to make sure you didn't forget anything. So the wipe off is not the easiest that I've seen, but that was to be expected because, as they say, the Advanced has more of the raw active ingredients, so it's a bit more grabby on removal. That being said, it's still pretty simple to use. But if you want something easier, they have their spray graphene ceramic coating. That's the easiest one to apply and remove. Or their mid-tier, the regular graphene ceramic coating, was a bit easier than this. But again, if you did all the job before and the paint is properly prepped, I didn't struggle here. So not the easiest, but not the hardest either. And now, yeah, we have a nice slick surface. The hand is gliding a lot more here on this side than here. It's not sliding at all where there's no coating. So once I'll remove my gloves later on, I'll be able to get the actual feel. But right now I can tell it's slick under the towel. So we applied that on the hood. You can also use a detailing light to shine on the surface and to make sure you're not getting any high spots. So high spots would be some darker spots of the ceramic coating, some liquid that's in excess, that if left to dry is going to give you that dark streak on the paint, and it's going to be very hard to remove if it cures. So you have to be very, very careful when you apply ceramic coatings. So inspect your work as you go, and that'll prevent any headaches from happening later on. So in this case, everything seems fine and no high spots. Okay, so for a vertical panel, same thing applies. By the way, I always put the cap back in between passes to make sure you're not getting any curing of the product inside the bottle. because of course with oxygen contact, ceramic coatings start to cure. So we're going to prime the pad. There we go. 160 ml bottle like this, by the way, should allow you to coat a few average size cars or some SUVs like this Nissan Rogue. And with one bottle, definitely you have more than enough to coat the paint, but also coat all the other exterior surfaces like plastics, glass, your headlights, tail lights, chrome bits and pieces, because it can be applied on pretty much all the exterior surfaces. Adding a bit more here on the pad. So I hope you like these videos when I do things in real time as well. It allows you guys to see the speed at which I'm working, how I'm applying these, and hopefully you can duplicate these steps at home. All right, now it's time for the up and down. So that's what cross-hatch pattern means. It's like a basket weave, up and down and left to right. This is again to ensure that you're getting proper coverage. I can already see the product starting to flash, so it's getting that rainbow color. So a lot of people ask, can you apply ceramic coatings and graphene coatings outside? Yes, you can. Ideally, do not work in direct sunlight though, so do it in the shade and on a cool surface, because you want to have a good experience. You don't want the product flashing and drying too quickly on you. So work ideally very early in the morning or as late as possible in the afternoon, because that's when the sun is not at its brightest. So try to avoid noon time when the sun is at its brightest. All right, let's get the UV lamp. And as you can tell, so see on the fender, we didn't apply anything yet. And you can tell that you're not getting that reaction. And then on the door, we got this awesome even coverage. Yeah, I'd like to see that. A nice and even coat. And look, you can tell where we overlapped a bit on the other panel. You see the fingerprints there. Look at that. Pretty cool. So yeah, nice and even coverage. So now it's time to level the coating. All right, time to level. Yeah, it's definitely a bit grabbier than some of the easier consumer grade ceramic coatings that I have tested. However, the trade-off with this one is because you're getting more of those raw active ingredients, while the claimed durability is 9+ years. So if it gets anywhere near that in real life performance, and I'm going to be following this vehicle long term, and you'll be getting updates on my channel, well, that is tremendous value. I think if we get anywhere upwards of 5 years even of real world performance, because we do live in a harsh climate with Canadian winters here, I think I'll be very, very happy of the outcome. So again, same principle. Take your second clean and dry microfiber towel now. For a vehicle, by the way, I will use anywhere from 3 to 5 towels for the first towel and 3 to 5 towels for the second clean and dry towel. And once you're done, you have to discard them. So once you're done applying the coating on your vehicle, those microfiber towels, the applicator pad, all that garbage, throw that away, because you don't want the coating to crystallize on there. Because even if you try to clean it, there's always going to be a possibility that you're going to get shards of hardened crystal and cured crystals in there, and you could potentially scratch and mar your paint if you use them on a future detail. Or you can downgrade them to something like engine bay cleaning if you don't want to throw your towels away, but don't use them on paint. And then as you're going, you're just flipping your towel always to clean and fresh sides, right? You should get at least 8 sides with a folded microfiber towel, and then we get this effect. So let's move on now, and I'll show you how we apply this on glass. All right, so for glass surfaces, pretty much it's the same procedure always as you're going to get for all the exterior surfaces. So take your microfiber applicator or suede applicator, and then you're doing up and down and left to right movements, just like so. Some of my viewers commented that they like the Bob Ross style narrative because my videos are soothing and relaxing, so I appreciate that. And to give that Bob Ross vibe, right, when we were growing up watching him do some paintings on TV, he would used to say, we're going to do this just like so. So here we are. Now we're already seeing that rainbowing effect. So here, I think you guys can see, looks like an oil slick on water appearance, right? All that rainbowing. So we're using the UV lamp once again to check for even coverage. This seems just about right. So our leveling towel. So the first clean and dry microfiber towel. And a second clean and dry towel. Buff to a streak-free shine. So there we have it for glass. So we can do the headlights, tail lights, chrome, the paint, the wheels. Now this vehicle is in winter mode now, so the day after she took delivery, she put the winter wheels on. So the black steelies and winter tires, they don't look as nice as the mags for summer, of course, but hey, those are Canadian winters. We want to protect the wheels here in Canada. So there we go. That's it on glass. We're going to cover the rest of the vehicle and look at the final results. Woo! Hopefully you guys can tell on screen that absolutely looks tremendous. Yes, the gloss, the slickness, everything is there. It added a richness and depth to the paint. So like their previous regular ceramic coating, this one did very, very well. I think it's a bit glossier to the appearance as well, at least to my naked eye. And it just looks stunning. It was relatively easy to use, so it's a bit tackier and a bit harder to remove compared to their regular graphene ceramic coating, but that's to be expected because of the differences in the formulation. So again, hopefully it translated on screen. I mean, gloss, slickness, everything. It looks killer. Hydrophobic properties as well, second to none. Very, very good. So they did a great job. So what are the differences between the three graphene ceramic coating offerings that they have? First of all, if we're looking at this advanced formula, so the main difference is durability or longevity. This one here has a claimed 9+ years of protection. Why is that? Because you get more of the raw active ingredients. So they say 45% in this one compared to 30% for their regular graphene ceramic coating. And this has 7+ years of durability. So you're getting more longevity and durability out of the advanced version. And in their spray form, the Graphene Ceramic Spray Coating, you're getting 7.5% of that raw active ingredient. So the higher you go in the lineup, of course, the price increases, but you're getting more for your money in terms of performance and durability. So the advanced, once again, has 9+ years of protection. And what you're also getting in this version of the formula is that they're also adding silicate resin for durability, longevity, higher gloss. And also the reason why you're getting more of that longevity is not only more of the raw active ingredient, but according to Adam's Polishes, you are also laying down a thicker layer of protection. So it goes from thinnest, which is still very good. You're going to get 12 plus months of protection durability claims out of this. And in my testing, it's been doing quite well, by the way, in my real world paint protection test where I applied 20 different paint protectants on a vehicle. And after the 10-month mark, it's still there, still doing strong. So that was impressive. And then the price for this, by the way, if we're looking at price, so for the spray version, 33 USD, sometimes it goes on special, but 33 USD, and you're getting this 12-ounce container or 355 milliliters. Then when you're moving up to the mid-tier, the regular graphene ceramic coating in this glass bottle, so 7+ years of protection, you're looking at $90 US for 2 fluid ounces or 60 milliliters. And then the top dog at 130 USD, again for 2 fluid ounces or 60 milliliters, you're looking at 130 USD at the time of this recording. Again, I'll leave all the links to the products in the description under the video for you guys to check them out. But yeah, their advanced formula is the best that they have. So let's get I think the elephant out of the room first. Graphene. It's a buzzword, right, in the industry in this past 1.5 to 2 years now. So if you remember ceramic coatings when they were first released 5 to 6 years ago, people were claiming that snake oil, it doesn't work. And fast forward 5 or 6 years later, today we all know that ceramic coatings are the best forms of paint protection. And an evolution of that in the industry now has been to add graphene. Now, not everyone has pure graphene because it's very expensive and very hard to produce and to put into detailing products. But what the majority of those products are, they start off with a ceramic backbone, guys. So don't stress. We're not going to dig into the conversation because I have many videos on that, by the way, that I did with leading chemists in the detailing industry. We're talking about graphene, so go and check that out after this video if you want to dig into the chemistry behind it. It's super interesting. But just in a nutshell, the majority of these products, again, have the ceramic backbone. So the basis of the chemistry is their tried, tested, and true ceramic coating technology, and this applies to atoms definitely. And then they just add RGO, or reduced graphene oxide, to the mix to hopefully do some extra things. So increased hardness, better slickness, meaning the water contact angle and the way the water evacuates also is going to be better. So hopefully you're going to get reduced water spotting issues, because that was one caveat from ceramic coatings. It's that they were prone to water spotting, hence why we were applying toppers on top to help alleviate that problem. So some reduce the heat on the surface, or at least that's what they try to do. And in the case of atoms, what they do is they play with the hydrophobic properties. So they get a lower water sliding angle with the graphene reduced oxide, or RGO, that they put into the mix. And so by doing that, the water is going to evacuate quicker off the surface. So that, combined with the higher water contact angle that they provide in the chemistry, meaning the water droplets are super round and super tight on the surface, well, that's just going to make the water sheet off the panels a lot better, hence why you're going to get reduced water spotting. At least those are some of the claims, right? All of these start with the same basic raw active ingredient. So the basis, or the backbone of the formulation, they're all the same. So they have their ceramic coating formula, which has been very mature, and I know a lot of you guys love to use out there. And they built on top of that backbone and infused some reduced graphene oxide, or RGO, in there. And you also get some silicate resin in the advanced formula. So they're adding a bit more stuff in there. But basically, you have that same basis of formula. Now, why 3 different offerings? Well, that depends on, first of all, your budget and your experience level as either a weekend warrior or an enthusiast or a professional detailer out there. So the easiest to apply by far is the spray version. That doesn't mean you're not getting any quality out of this. You're still getting upwards of 6 to 12 months of protection. They call for 12 plus months. And in my testing so far, it's definitely been living up to those expectations. So I always love to test things for myself long-term and give you guys feedback. I think that's important. And if any one of you have been testing either one of these 3 products, let me know. Drop a comment in the comment section under the video where you live, to know what type of environment you're exposed to, what type of conditions, and has it been lasting for you? It's always good to have viewer feedback. Also, there are many variables, right? So the type of application, what prep you did on top of your paint before you applied this, the state of your paint. Is it an older vehicle with worn down clear coat? Is it a newer vehicle? Is it a brand new car? What conditions were you in applying this? What environment you live in? Is it a daily driver? Is it only a car that stays to be driven in the weekend and is garage kept all the time? So many factors influence all that durability. Check out my real world durability test if you want to have a proper discussion on all the variables. That was quite interesting, my 10-month update, so check that video out. So essentially, yeah, this is the easiest one to apply. Spray on, you wipe off, and that's it, you're good to go. They all rainbow, by the way, so they all give you that flashing. So that means that when you're applying this crisscross pattern, right, up and down and left to right, as you saw in the demo, you're going to get the liquid changing from a translucent or transparent color. It's going to give you a rainbow effect, so multicolored visual appearance that tells you that it's time to level the coating with your first towel. Take your second clean and dry towel to buff that to a streak-free shine. That way you'll not get any high spots, and that's it, you're good to go. So this one here is the easiest, and as you go up the ladder, you're increasing longevity and durability, but they get a bit tackier to remove. Not that it's super hard, because technically you should have prepped your paint properly. So proper washing, proper decontamination with an iron remover, tar remover, and then mechanical decontamination with a clay bar to remove any embedded contaminants. Then you're going to machine polish the surface, because you want to make sure you remove all the scratches, oxidation, and swirl marks. You want the paint to be as perfect as possible before sealing it long term, because these, by the way, are semi-permanent forms of paint protection, right? We all know that about coatings. So you want your paint to look as perfect as possible before you apply this. Then you're going to wipe your surface down with a paint prep or an IPA, isopropyl alcohol mix, to remove any polishing oils and any residue of any older waxes or sealants that still might be on there. You want your clear coat to be a squeaky clean. And then you apply the protection. Make sure to let it cure for at least 24 hours before exposing to water or rain. That is critical. And then you're going to wait 7 to 14 days before washing your vehicle again, because they continue curing for the first 2 weeks of their existence. Don't forget to throw the towels away that you used to level and wipe the coating off, by the way. You don't want that resin to harden and to potentially scratch your finish, so you discard the towels in the garbage once you're done applying this. And the application, as you saw, was pretty cool thanks to the UV light, right? So all three of these have that UV tracer technology, whether it's the spray version, the regular graphene ceramic coating, or the advanced version. So it's going to turn to that blue hue when you flash your UV light when you're applying this. And this, again, is a visual indicator to help you see when you have that light blue hue that's flashing at you, if you applied it evenly and if you missed any spots. I think that's a very cool thing, and they're the only ones that I'm aware of that did this. So kudos to Adams Polishes for having come up with that technology to make it easier for you guys to apply and use. And now, how do you maintain graphene coatings or ceramic coatings? Oh, by the way, before I dig into maintenance, it has to be said that all three of these you can apply on existing Adams Polishes ceramic coatings. So if you do have either a spray coating, an SiO2 spray coating, or the Adams ceramic coating in the glass bottle, you can apply these on top. It's as simple as washing your car. Make sure you decontaminate, again, chemically and mechanically. Polish if you need to remove all that stuff. Use the paint prep spray, and then you can apply this on top of your existing Adams protection. So that's pretty cool. You don't have to worry about fully removing it. So they're compatible because they have that same ceramic backbone, so that same chemistry behind them. In theory, now don't quote me on this, but you could apply this to your existing other ceramic coatings from other brands as well, as long as you properly wash, decontaminate the surface, use the IPA prep spray, and you can apply a layer on top. But of course, Adams can never guarantee chemical compatibility, so that's up to you guys to see if you want to try that. But in theory, because of the ceramic backbone, it should be able to bond. It's just that they can't guarantee the durability claims as well, because you're mixing and matching products from different chemistry, different backgrounds, different brands, right? So that's up to you to decide if you want to do that. But as far as Adams Polishes protection is concerned, you can apply this on existing Adams coatings if you already have that applied to your car. Now, for maintenance, they have 3 different products that all work super well as well. First of all, the graphene shampoo. If you've been following my channel for any amount of time now, you know that one of my favorite car shampoos, pH neutral, wax free, this has no additives inside, is the regular Adams car shampoo. It has taken numerous awards in my Car Detailing Products Awards video year after year. It's always in the top 3. And the reason being because it rinses freely, it doesn't leave any residue, it doesn't have any waxes or stuff that can clog ceramic coating pores and molecules and that kind of stuff. It's just a pure shampoo, great lubrication, and great scent as well, that blueberry chemistry. I absolutely love it. So Adams is known for their high lubrication soaps, and well, basically this is no exception to that. So the same backbone as the shampoo, but it's infused with graphene technology. So to help boost your existing either ceramic coating that you have on your car or your graphene coating as well, you can use this on any type of coating out there to boost gloss, slickness, add more of those hydrophobic properties. So to make sure you're getting the most out of your coating, you're going to maintain them, right? So you can use this regularly for your maintenance washes, or at least once every 2 to 3 months, you should be applying some sort of a topper or maintenance product like this graphene shampoo. Or you can have their new graphene detail spray that I spoke about in my shootout of which one is the best drying aid. So check that video out. We had 10 different products in there. And this one here did very well because of its performance, but also because it's inexpensive, coming in at roughly 14 USD. Again, links in the description. But the graphene detail spray, the cool thing about this is you can use it as a quick detail spray. So if you want to remove light dust or bird droppings or that kind of stuff in a quick manner on your vehicle and add a bit of lubrication, you can do this. But I mainly use this as a drying aid. So a lubricant, when you're done washing and rinsing your car while it's still wet, before towel drying, spray this on the surface and then use your microfiber drying towel. So this is going to act as a buffer in between your towel and the paint. So add as lubrication, and basically you're reducing the chances of marring or scratching your paint when you're drying your vehicle with the drying method with a towel. So this is also going to boost gloss and slickness. And the cool thing about their quick detail spray, because Adams is known for their pink stuff, right? They call it the pink stuff. They're their traditional quick detailer. Well, this is the same formulation, but they added graphene in there as well. And the cool thing about this is it's compatible with any type of protection that you have on your vehicle, whether it's a wax, a paint sealant, a ceramic coating, or a graphene coating. Regardless, you can use this on top of those. So good lubrication, great gloss, good slickness, and a fantastic price. And they say that it has, what's the scent? The tangy lemon lime fragrance, because I'm getting that citrus smell. So there you go, tangy lemon lime. So it smells good. And yeah, once again, all their labels are on point, by the way. This matte appearance graphics, fantastic. And last but not least, when you're done washing and drying your car, you've done your glass, you did the quick detail spray on the paint, all that stuff. Well, usually the thing that I like to do the most and the last part of the detail to give that final touch is to add a tire dressing. Now, the graphene tire dressing, this one here, they add graphene in there not only for longevity and resistance over time, but also for the darkening effect. So it gives that deep, rich black color, not overly glossy, so not too oily looking and not too dull or matte in appearance. So it's just that perfect blend of gloss. And by the way, I put this up against other new tire dressings that I was testing in a recent video. Go check that out if you're curious to see which other ones. And this one here took first place because of the value that you're also getting. This is another of their inexpensive products. It goes on well. It doesn't give any tire sling. Of course, prep your tires well with a tire prep or an APC beforehand, because you want this to bond to the actual rubber. That's how you prevent tire sling, by the way, on vehicles. And yeah, this here is just going to give an awesome appearance. You let it, don't forget, dry for 10 to 15 minutes after applying this, and then you wipe the excess with a towel and you're good to go. So these are the maintenance products. So you get the graphene tire dressing, graphene detail spray, and graphene shampoo. So the spray and the shampoo, I would recommend to use regularly. So the detail spray you can use after every wash if you want to, and the graphene shampoo, same thing, but at least once every 2 to 3 months, use some type of booster, including this detail spray, or you can also use the Adams SiO2 boost spray or their booster spray, all in an effort to maximize longevity and durability. You want to maximize the performance and durability of coatings, and maintenance or regular maintenance is very key to having those durability claims come true, by the way, and that goes for any coating from any brand, by the way. So again, a solid job from Adams. The main focus of this video, once again, was the advanced version. So not only does it have more of the raw active ingredient inside there, it has the added silicate resin for added durability and longevity and higher gloss as well. But you're getting that lower water sliding angle, so the water evacuates a lot quicker, right? That's the purpose of adding the graphene oxide in there, is that you're reducing the that water sliding angle. So basically that water sheets off a lot faster. That in combination with the higher water contact angle, so the tighter, rounder beads, so they flee off the surface a lot quicker, and thus you're reducing the chances of getting water spotting on your paintwork as well. And all three of these, by the way, regardless of which offering you take, they all have those awesome properties. So that's their regular graphene ceramic coating. So yeah, basically they work very, very well. And you can build on the ceramic backbone with that graphene technology, and you're adding additional hardness, slickness. You're also adding hydrophobic properties, the UV protection, the self-cleaning properties as well, guys, is very, very important because of all that technology that's built in. That doesn't mean that your car is washing itself, right? No, what it means is that the vehicle is a lot easier to clean during maintenance washes because dirt has less of a tendency to stick on the surface. Also, you protect your clear coat against the environment, against the UV rays, against bird droppings, against tree sap, against acid rain, industrial fallout, all that good stuff that coatings are known for. You're getting this with this. So again, the thinnest layer, easiest to apply and less tacky to remove. Then you're moving on to a bit harder to remove or a bit tackier, but you're getting more durability or more longevity and a bit more gloss and a bit more slickness. And then last but not least, it's the most expensive. It's a bit of the hardest to remove compared to these three, although it's still relatively simple to apply and remove, but you're getting longer durability, 9+ years of protection on the advanced version. Again, those are durability claims. That's up to the brand to live up to that. I'll be testing that in real world conditions and getting back to you on that. Real world testing. But basically, yeah, so you're getting the most gloss, you're getting the most hardness out of this, the most self-cleaning properties, basically the best of everything they have, but it comes at a price. So 130 USD, is it worth it in the end? Yes, I'm actually very impressed by the results, and I'll be looking forward to it because this one here has been a solid performer for me. So the graphene ceramic coating, their regular version, has been doing great. So I'm expecting great things from this one as well. So compared to other coatings, these graphene lineups are a bit grabbier when you touch them. Don't get me wrong, the surface is still very slick when you're touching it compared to having no protection. That ricky sound on paint that has no protection. So you're still getting more slickness than those. But I think the graphene technology adds a bit more grabbiness because of the way the molecules act on the surface. But what you're getting on the other side is tremendous hydrophobic properties. And yeah, hopefully the product will live up to its durability claims. Again, I'll leave links to all of this in the description under the video for you guys to check them out. Smash the thumbs up button if you enjoyed this video. Like and share the video with tons of your friends and family. Get the word spread out there. And yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this video. Let me know, by the way, did you use any of these? Drop a comment in the comment section. And in the meantime, don't forget, keep it tight, keep it clean, and I'll see you on the next one.